I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep talking, Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van Van, the supposed madman, and his eviler counterpart, Aesliegh. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. GD's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish come second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. GD, what are you doing here? There's still time before there's a final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm beginning to visualizing success. I'm looking at my station. I'm picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. No romantic desires. I like your chicken, mate, but no. But that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there was no sound at all. I fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit of more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific... sorry, my nose. That is an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. We'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. That is the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dish that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Aesliegh are prepping widely elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improvise on something perfect. His original recipe, I don't know what the R means. Trademark? Probably. Fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itty bitty pots of broth. Best friend Basta Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals and he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Aesliegh scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! This TV is about to go off! Even Clank gets into it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as he was foretold. We must... Oh, that's what she said, sorry. We mustn't let that happen or appliance surprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. Thanks, Van Van. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Aesliegh has his spellbook out. Sorry about all the coughing today, by the way. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you desperately not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Let's do this the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, GD. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, GD. Since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food short... Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient! Oh, and neither of you know that Colonel Sanders made that first ingredient up to throw you off the trail of his secret recipe. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster! Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve. I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, yeah, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids have your culinary skills that really impress me. And if I hang out? Look, I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Oh, I feel sorry for Steve now. Steve the Sport Monster noticed that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see you're up to crisscross some magic items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha! Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into the pot of salted water? I'd love to! I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. I can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You probably don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems that there was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in the monster school that I had fallen asleep during Scared Tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within you? Yes, do that. I can do this! I have what it takes! I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Oh my god, I'm now a super cook. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have become prepared their entire lives for. Yes, GD, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. Let's try this again, shall we? My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire life for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear GD, you may have suffered from setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I am truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to his station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules have never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. What the hell? Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have a surprising effect that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the clash seems incomplete. It seems we're missing students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? By the closet you see Pop hanging on a broom, but by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought Reggie was a type of salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep from the other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Well, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, its time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, it's not one of those dogs who doesn't... I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even had a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Yumi is overjoyed. She gives you a big hug. Whatever. Thank you, Judy, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different coloured type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. It's a bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spice. He begins to pour out it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in. Tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue! Professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh no. I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yes, I'm a dog. I drink milk. Get over it! Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Aesliegh, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That looks so nice. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you to please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food. At a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, GD? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, and which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realise that you were going to have an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. That's just next door, by the way. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insist, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified! Rage overtakes Aesliegh as she finally cannot help her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Aesliegh stormed off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be a fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, it doesn't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Why have we got drums in here? When I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you gave me this thing, and completely blew me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around to partake in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. A new menu item so impressive, even the Van and Aesliegh are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? He's got a point. Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get the groove on. What's with the noise? No. The cafeteria is completely redecorated in order to serve as a site for the school graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, ow, ow! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Aesliegh tell everyone that they committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at graduation is clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Students try to finish what they had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Everything didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who would command such an entrance? It's Pop! He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. You know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention honour of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by a sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Well, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I've learned your ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. And isn't it time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank? You're blown away by the Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. Portal opens up and Crank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders walked, you know, because of the petals. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. Oh, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. Time for a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. Oh. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting in the edge of the dance floor. GD, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy must? No, I don't. No, not a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning. Just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Well, I'm guessing I'm dancing with you, okay. As you glide through the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Judy. Oh, sweet. We're together and play together. Wait, what? Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Working together? Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection or failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will he be able to enjoy sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh my dear GD, I'm sure you will find your path eventually. And along the way, you will have me by your side. This is the end. Yay! Is that it? Oh! Yeah, so that is it. The Rivals, French Professor Dog. Let's finish. So there you have it. That is I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Probably one of the weirdest games I've probably ever done. 1 minute, I'm going to make myself bigger, and I'm going to... where are you? Okay, there we go. Oop. Put me in the center of it all. There we go. Yeah, so that is I Love You, Colonel Sanders, finger-licking good dating simulator. What did I think of it? It's... my voice is completely right, that's the first. Apart from that, it was alright. I mean, for a free game, a random free game, it was a lot of fun. Especially, it's just a giant publicity stunt for KFC, simple enough. But it is probably one of the better ones I've seen myself. And it kind of didn't pull any punches, especially when it comes to dating simulators and making fun of itself. I like Sprinkles. Professor Dog is my favourite character out of that. But then again, I'm a fan of corgis. So, yes. But, of course, if you guys enjoyed this, please let us know in the comments below. And, of course, please like, subscribe, and... you know the usual, press that notification bell to keep up to date with stuff we do here at Crave Your Game. And of course, until next time, thank you everybody, and goodbye. I'm going to go sleep now. It's sleeping time. I think technically I could just... I forgot. I've got this on my phone. Let's there we go. I'm just going to do that. There we go. Yeah, we got. Wait, if I press intermission, oh, it's not doing anything for me. Oh, there you go. There you go. It's ending. Good night, everybody.